Hey everybody, KC here. So I've been spending the last couple of days trying to understand this whole Bud Light kerfuffle that has blown up in the media and social media. I just couldn't imagine that there was this much argument and vitriol about a can of beer. So let me see if I understand it correctly. So Anheuser-Busch sent basically a swag package to a media influencer whose name is Dylan Mulvaney. And Dylan Mulvaney is transgender. And basically, they just wanted Dylan Mulvaney to publicize Bud Light beer. Great. A lot of companies do this. Apparently in the package, in the swag bag, there was a can that was customized. I don't think my understanding was not going to be for sale to the general public, but it was a customized can with Dylan Mulvaney's picture on it. Okay? And they're doing what they can to get a little positive publicity. And then Dylan Mulvaney basically showed this swag bag off on Instagram. And that's when the world went a little crazy. Because then I guess what happened is all sorts of people got really, really upset about the idea that Bud Light was cozying up to somebody who is transgender. And according to this one piece I was just reading, 5,600 news articles were published about this in a 2-week period of time. It got over 6 million social media interactions, and it was crazy. And basically, you've got people who identify themselves, I guess, as anti-transgender, who were saying, I'm never going to drink Bud Light again. One guy is shooting rifles, probably more than one guy, shooting rifles at Bud Light cans, saying he's never going to drink Bud Light again. And they're calling for boycotts. And Anheuser-Busch stock drops. They lost like $6 billion in market value very, very quickly. I think that's come back to a certain degree. And then what happens is the CEO of Anheuser-Busch, a guy named Brendan Whitworth, basically posts an email saying that we never intended to be part of a discussion that divides people. We're in the business of bringing people together over a beer. My time serving this country taught me the importance of accountability and the values upon which America was founded: freedom, hard work, and respect for one another. As CEO of Anheuser-Busch, I'm focusing on building and protecting our remarkable history and heritage. I care deeply about this country, this company, our brands, and our partners. I spend much of my time traveling across America, listening to and learning from our customers, distributors, and others. Moving forward, I will continue to work tirelessly to bring great beers to consumers across our nation. What's really interesting about this blog posting, press release, is how mushy it is. He doesn't mention the Bud Light controversy. He doesn't mention basically the whole issue of being transgender. He doesn't even mention Dylan Mulvaney, and he doesn't mention any of that stuff. It's sort of a statement of principles, our responsibility to America. But he really doesn't deal with the issue that's come up and that's caused so much trouble. And here's what I just don't understand. Okay, I don't understand why it would bother anybody. Okay, if Anheuser-Busch wants people in any community, that's legal, right? To drink their beer. Okay. If Dylan Mulvaney drinks Bud Light and can get other transgender people to drink Bud Light, that's great. Kid Rock wants to drink Bud Light and get people on his side of the aisle to drink Bud Light. I think that's great. I think Anheuser-Busch should send Kid Rock lots of beer with his face on it. I think that's fine. I don't completely understand why people are fighting over a beer. It is, and the idea that a transgender person is being targeted is I don't know. It's cruel to me. What are they suggesting? Transgender people don't have a right to drink beer? Transgender people don't have a right to influence anybody else? Transgender people should not be used as a method of distributing an alcoholic beverage? I don't even understand what the objection is, except that this person is transgender, all right? And here's the crazy thing. Anheuser-Busch is a fairly conservative company. There were a lot of Republicans who said, oh, wait a minute, these guys give us a lot of money. We need to be careful about demonizing them. I don't understand the position in this case. A business did something relatively innocent, okay? They wanted to sell more beer. They get targeted, and then this person gets targeted. And I think that's crazy. I think it's crazy. I think it's cruel. And it is in some ways completely incomprehensible. I simply do not understand it. And I can't believe that so many bites online and so much ink has been spilled over what should be a nothing issue. But to be clear, Dylan Mulvaney did not turn this into an issue. The only person here who's not guilty of anything is Dylan Mulvaney. And I just don't understand. Sometimes I just can't figure out the world. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.